I've reached a point with my recurring leg issues that I'm considering stopping moving outside of what's necessary for a while. Um, I started this out with Achilles issues and then knee issues, and now I'm back to Achilles issues. And it's if you look at my Achilles tendon on my right foot, which I don't know if that was the original Achilles foot or not. The Greek mythology, Achilles' mom dipped him into the river, I think, holding on to him by one of his back of one of his feet, and it's supposedly endowing, giving him his power. And except for that was his Achilles heel, as it were. That was the point at which he wasn't protected. Anyway, yeah. So if you look at my right Achilles tendon, you can see that it's swollen. Yeah, I mean it's got a knot down below where we believe there was a tear of some kind early on, but a while ago. And then now, like just above that, it's swollen and terribly tender to the touch. And it's a tendonitis kind of thing, and I don't know how to make it better. Well, I do. I mean, I do. I need to buckle down and do stuff, but like I'm like driven by this want to complete these miles for this contest against myself. And so I want to walk and I want to run, but I can't run. And so I walk fast because I want to walk far and I don't want to spend all day doing it. So, usually when I'm done walking, like it's wow, it hurts so much. It's weird that it's so tender. And yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with something here because I started this. Well, I'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, but it's just I don't know what to do. I was reading things online, which we should and shouldn't do, mostly shouldn't do. But lots of things where it's like, 3 months of rehabilitation for it to get better, and maybe as much as 6 months if you've waited too long. And oh my goodness, I don't know. I wish one of you was a doctor and you wouldn't mind diagnosing me over a podcast and tell me just do this one thing and you'll get better soon. And oh yeah, you know what? Go ahead, keep walking and trying to run. And why can't it be like that? Don't get old, folks. You kiddos out there, you know what I'm talking. You don't know what I'm talking about. You older folks, you know what I'm talking about. You know what? It's Saturday, February 13th, 2021, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So yeah, I'm into this kind of weight loss thing. Like I'm almost down to a significant number. And I want to push through that. And I understand. It's funny. I understand some of my limitations. Like I know, like my girls are here this week, so I'm going to eat a little bit more. And I accept that. I'm like, okay, so, my goal is to not gain a bunch of weight in a week. I mean, how much can you gain in a week? I don't know. I don't want to find out, but I want to try to minimize that. So next week, when I'm doing better, I can make up and exceed, take off more than I put on, if that makes sense. And this is like the epitome of yo-yo dieting, right? This is it. on like a fast, rapid cycling kind of scale, right? It's not like diet for 3 months and then binge for 2 weeks and 3 weeks and four, whatever. I don't know. But a big part of that is moving. It's doing this walking and hopefully running at some point. And I'm not a long-term, big picture good thinker, and I don't believe that is unique to me. I think people in general, it's very difficult to do that. I am impatient. Nora will tell you that. So I want things to happen. Like if I could, I'd get on the scale like twice a day and hope to see, good numbers doing that, which isn't, this is like, shows you how impatient I am, because that you get up and you get on the scale, and then at 2 p.m. get on the scale and you weigh less after having been drinking and eating, and it just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, that's the whole point, and why you weigh yourself in the morning, because that's like your most consistent baseline, right? Like you haven't been eating and your body's been working and burning calories and digesting, and if you're old like me, you've gotten up and gone pee at least once overnight, and then probably again in the morning when you wake up, and whoa, this is a lot of talk about pee. But yeah, I don't know, not being able to move, like I'm already trying to rationalize in my head, well, what if I just decide, okay, it's going to take longer and I'm going to walk slower, and will that be okay? It's lower impact. I mean, not that my walking is high impact, but I do, I walk fast, not a speed walker, but I don't know. As I sit here in my car and I look up, and there's a piece of paper in the visor that I think is my prescription for physical therapy. And really the biggest reason that I haven't gone and done it is that it's a disruption to my routine. And I'm a slave to my routine. And like I want to get up and go to work and be at work early so I can get as much done on a given day. And I looked around a little bit, and my work is so spread out. I had 2 stores in Durham, 2 stores in Cary, 1 store in Holly Springs, 1 store in Knightdale, 1 store in Morrisville, 1 store in Raleigh proper. And so there's not like a location where I can say, okay, I can do this and I can work to be done by 3 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and head over there. It's not Monday I might be in Cary, and Wednesday I might be in Raleigh proper. And, these aren't giant areas, maybe half hour max, maybe half hour, maybe 40 minutes. But like that's a big part of my day, and I don't know where I'm just being a crybaby about it. I need to just make it happen, and it's interesting how important, how strong my routines are. I don't think I do things the right way necessarily because I'm me, but I do them the way that I fall into a routine. And I don't know. I just gotta take the long view and do what's right. And it's gonna affect everything, because then I don't have my walk time is gone. And well, again, why can't one of you diagnose me one way over this podcast and tell me what to do and make it all better? Wiggle your nose or wave a magic wand or cast a spell on me. There's rational thinking from skeptic science guy. do some magic and make me better. Okay. So this week I did not have therapy. I was supposed to, but I didn't. Megan, my therapist, second time, and I don't know if this is sarcastic. JP says this is like a bad sign, but 2 times now she's referenced a client of hers who's in crisis, and this time was getting checked into a mental health facility because of what I assume is suicidal issues. And like, is that a good sign? Do I want my therapist to be having this problem with, is it good that she takes on hard things? Is it bad that she takes on things and things go downhill? I mean, it's foolish for me to try to figure out what that really means, and it doesn't mean anything really is what's going on. But it's just my funny bone thinks, well, that's an interesting thought experiment, thought process, thought idea, thought something. But yeah, so she canceled therapy this week, and which was fine. And I kind of inadvertently filled her in on this podcast in a way, not entirely just yet, but I sent her, she had asked for some information from me. And so I emailed her with my Jamulki email address, which was Jamulki Depressed Not Dead, right? And she made reference to that. And hey, you'll have to explain that to me. Crap. So I changed it. It's no longer Jamulki Depressed Not Dead. It's just Jamulki as the person behind the account. And whatever. I don't know that I send that many emails out to non-podcast people, so like it shouldn't have been a big deal, but it was. And so I took it off, and I guess we'll be having a conversation that, hey, I do a podcast. You know that guy you've been talking to who says that he can't talk to people? Well, yeah, he has a podcast, and thousands of people listen to him talk, and he seems to be okay with that. And so, yeah, hey, is this guy really the guy that he says he is? Because these two things don't match up. They don't jive. So, yeah, that's going to be a conversation we'll have this week. And you know what else is going on? I got my girls. I referenced that. I went and picked them up yesterday. My 16-year-old is going to spend some time today with a friend of ours, more a friend of Nora's, who is a real estate agent, and my girl has expressed interest in maybe wanting to do that, pursue, investigate, find out about, what that lifestyle, what that career path is like. And so we were able to set her up. She's going to hang out with her for a good deal today. And hopefully, this person is in our bubble, of sorts. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what our bubble is anymore, but, yeah, so they're gonna, she's working with client, blah, 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 blah. You're not really that interested in this, but she's gonna have time with that. So I'm gonna have extra time with my youngest, and, we'll see. Like I referenced, the day is kind of crappy, so there's not a lot of options outside the house that we can do, but maybe we'll find something fun to do in the house, and whatnot that doesn't involve cooking sweets, making sweets that I'm gonna devour and bloat out. So yeah, my girls are here for at least a week. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time. So last weekend, all my girls were in town at their mom's, which is it's been a while since they've all been together. One lives in Minnesota now, one lives in Michigan still, and the rest of us are down here in North Carolina. And so we all got together, and their mom had worked out that we'll have some pictures taken. Well, they were going to have some pictures taken, and I kind of shoehorned myself in there and said, hey, you know what? If I tip the photographer, can I get in on those pictures? And she's like, yeah, sure. So, there's a few pictures of me with the 4 girls. There's one picture with all of us, the 6 of us together. And so, yeah, you know what? I stand out as a goof. I look really goofy. And just beautiful daughters, and everybody looked fantastic, and I tried my best to look decent, and I just look goofy. And I feel like I talked about this. Maybe I talked about this already. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't have. Maybe I did. So that happened, and it was nice to see all them. Now, I don't know. I'm yammering already. It's only 16 minutes, and I'm yammering. So I will be talking with Dave again. Hopefully get a good podcast out of it. I'm trying to get in touch with this young lady who would be just. I would love to just sit down and talk with her, because I've seen her a good deal with her, and I think it would be interesting and valuable for you guys to listen to her. And she's accepted an invitation. She has authorized me to talk to her. What do I want to say? She's agreed to come on the show and talk, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that comes up soon. I don't know. I feel just kind of, it's weird. So here's something that I was thinking about the other day. And I was thinking, I was driving, and so I just recently got a new prescription for my glasses, and a year ago I had gotten progressive lenses, I think is what you call it. So like bifocal, but without the bifocal look, right? And they were not conducive to driving, because nothing when I drive is in like the close-sightedness, nearsightedness adjustment that I need. So like speedometer is not in there. Like my little heads-up display, my little tablet, whatever display that runs my Google Android on the phone, is not within that distance. And so anytime I would look down to check my speed, or look at the GPS or whatever, things were just not crisp, not clear, and it was very disorienting. And so I wanted to just get glasses that were just like farsightedness, right? And so I did that, and I've got them, and driving, and like I didn't wear my glasses before when I drove, because I don't need them. I mean, I do need them, but to drive, I don't need them at all. But like, I just feel like, I don't know, I've got it in the back of my head that I'm going to get pulled over and I'm not going to have my glasses on, and I'm going to get a ticket for not having my glasses on, because my license says that I need corrective lenses. And so the story behind that is that, so like, I don't need them. Like I said, I could pass the test without them, but there's a part of me that is so afraid of actually looking bad in front of other people, that when I went in to get my license renewed, and you have to do the stick your head on the thing and read the letters, and an eye test, like I put my glasses on because I did not want to fail in front of the person at the Secretary of State, or DMV here in North Carolina. Like I didn't want, I was fearful enough that I did not want to look that way. I did not want to come off as being less than, right? And which is weird because putting the glasses on is like admitting that I am less than what is typical, like what was seen as a normal, healthy person. Normal. There's that word, normal. So yeah, it's weird that like I have to wear my glasses now, when I drive, even though I don't necessarily need them, because I was afraid of looking bad in front of someone who it doesn't care, right? They just don't care. They want me to read the line, and then they're happy. They rubber stamp me, and off I go. Yeah, so I thought about that. Like, it's just weird. And so yeah, I don't know. Now I feel kind of silly for telling this story. So, but I'm too far into the podcast to restart this one. I restarted this like 6 times, getting going, and whatever. Yeah. So what is I don't know. There's a little insight. There's your dysfunctional JP for the episode. Get a hold of me. Let me know what you think about my issues, my unwillingness to fail. And it's not even like fail. Like I get one shot at reading the lines. It could be like read them and I can't read them. Oh, you know what? Let me put my glasses on and you can read them. And they don't care. They don't care as long as I have some way to read the letters. They don't care. It's not like you pass, you fail. So no, you don't get your license. You don't get another shot at this. Okay. Email me, jamolki@gmail.com, facebook.com/jamolki, @jamolki on Instagram and Twitter, www.jamolki.info. That's JAMOALKI. Or text me, US WhatsApp, +1 on WhatsApp, 248-648-1419. Let me know how you're doing. Hit me up. Send me something funny, something cute, something uplifting, something that's just got you down. Share it with me. I'm here to listen. I'm here to be your sounding board, whatever I can do to help out. Yeah, that's it. Till next time, everybody, be safe and be well. Thanks.